Daniel's cousin. What brings you out here today?
Well, nothing deceitful.
Mm-hmm.
Not trying to be ugly. Not trying to be unclassy.
Mm-hmm.
I came out here to see if my friends, who I consider friends, Phil Bryant, Tate Reeves, Delbert Hoseman, to just remind them that I am the only one Chris has ever been a lead attorney for on a personal injury case.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, I was only able to talk to one of them.
Okay.
Tate Reeves knew me. He shook my hand. Hey, how are you doing? And then you could see it. He was like, oh my goodness. And he said, what are you doing here? And I said, I'm just trying to pull the blanket of safety back over my family on this $25 million accusation that's been affiliated with my family.
Mm-hmm.
And he knew exactly what I was talking about. And he tried to end the conversation immediately.
Okay.
The truth is there. The truth is available. And I welcome people. That's why I'm in Mississippi. I came to Mississippi from my mountain in North Carolina to tell the truth.
Okay, so tell us. All right. So first off, what has been the accusation, and then what is the actual truth? Okay.
Somewhere early in the campaign, I didn't know anything about it. There was a TV ad that ran that said Chris McDaniel, personal injury trial lawyer, awarded $25 million on one case. Well, I'm the only personal injury case Chris has ever tried as lead attorney. Now, his law firm may have tried some, I don't know. But I'm Chris's first cousin. I had people calling me out of the woodworks wanting money. I had people calling my little girl wanting, how much money? Did your daddy really get $25 million? So my family was brought into this 4 or 5 months ago.
And you're put in a place of danger.
Correct.
Right.
When you got a 14-year-old daughter and people are calling her wanting to know how much money they got, well, you have to do something. So, not wanting to be ugly, not wanting to be mean, I packed up my family, my dogs, and I came from North Carolina to Mississippi over a month ago. And I have just been traveling around trying to put a period on this $25 million label that's been put on my family. I don't have $25 million, okay? I don't have it. Why they labeled that on my family is it's just a tactic. It's a spin, what they call spinning the truth, okay? It's not the truth. But I'm here, and in a classy way, willing to tell you the truth as much as I can. The judge, the last day of court, said no numbers can ever be affiliated with this family. No lawyers can ever use it as advertisement. Nothing for the safety of Mr. McDaniel's daughter.
Okay. And so can you tell us, all right, so I know you came out with your new book, and can you tell us a little bit what actually happened, and when did this happen, and what, and everything? Okay.
March the 3rd, 2006, I was working on an oil rig in Nacogdoches, Texas. And a piece malfunction allowed gas to come through the hole. The result, I was burned 95% of my body over 3rd degree. Given 126% chance to die. No
126%
chance to die. Yes,
okay.
there was no rate of survival at all. Been covered with skin 4 times. By just the grace of God, my eyes were fine, my lungs were fine. But when Chris McDaniel came to my hospital in Shreveport, Louisiana, he did not come as a lawyer. He came as my first cousin. Sure, maybe emotions got him. I don't know. But he refused to pass that responsibility on to someone else. He refused to abandon me.
He had the ability, and he wanted to help.
He had never done it.
Right.
He had never done it. But he chose that fight. Not unlike what he's doing here. He chose to run for U.S. Senate. Before anybody paved the way, he stepped out. So I've seen him do this before. So that's why I'm here. Chris McDaniel fought for me. Now I'm here. I'm not really fighting for Chris McDaniel, so to speak. I'm fighting for my family. I'm trying to pull the blanket of safety back over my family.
And now so at the beginning of this campaign, there were obviously advertisements accusing Chris of being a trial lawyer, and and you're the only case that he actually was a trial lawyer on, right? And
Correct.
so now they put out a number, $25 million.
No, can I correct you?
Yeah, okay.
Phil Bryant asked Chris McDaniel to be Mississippi's trial lawyer against Obamacare.
Okay.
And Chris McDaniel did that.
Okay.
I believe there's one other one that he fought for Mississippi on, but I'm the only personal injury case Chris has ever been lead attorney on.
Okay.
Now his firm, I think, have done some. I don't know.
Right.
And I don't know what Chris and his firm got paid. I don't know what Chris McDaniel got paid from my case. But on the TV advertisement, it says, Chris McDaniel, personal injury trial lawyer, won $25 million on one case. When you start Googling it, I'm the only case that pops up.
Right.
So by simple affiliation, even though the amount's not true, even though the other stuff's not true, it attached to my family like a leech.
And now, so what's happened to your family since then, right? So you started telling us a little bit about it, but
there's been phone calls. There's been very liberal news organizations knock on my door in the state of North Carolina. Every news organization in the country wanted to write about this $25 million law case until I came to Mississippi. When I was brave enough to come to Mississippi and confront it, no news organization yet has wrote about me. None has asked for an interview with me except for you. Now that right there, in the old days, would be called cowardly, when they run away from the truth. Okay, I'm here, and I've sent out press releases. I've sent out if you want to know the truth about what Chris did for me, I wrote it in a book.
Okay.
There's almost 10,000 of those books out there. I can't go re-edit it.
Right.
I can't pull it off the TV and put out a new one. It's written down. And the book's called Dead Man Breathing.
Right.
Chris McDaniel wrote the foreword of my book. I've seen Chris McDaniel hold my 6-year-old daughter in the middle of the night crying because she didn't have her daddy. I've seen Chris McDaniel cry with my daughter. That's not a money-grubbing trial lawyer.
Right.
That's a man that's passionate. That's a man that has conviction. That's a man that's dedicated to his family.
And now, so when you come here, right, is this the first chance you've really gotten to come and confront Governor Bryant and Lieutenant Governor Reeves and the others?
And I wanted to talk to Henry Barber because I just wanted to ask, do you actually know the truth? Or is it, or are you going by hearsay? Are you going by the flash of information on the TV? Because if you are, let me at least give me the courtesy to explain the truth, to explain what Chris did, explain why I'm in Mississippi. I don't mean any harm. I don't mean any disrespect, but the truth has to come out. It has to. The people have to know the truth.
And so now, when this is the first opportunity, the last day of the campaign, really, that you've had to see these guys, and so you went to go see Tate Reeves ran away.
I haven't been trying to track them down, but this is the first event that's been close enough that was publicized that I knew anybody could attend. So I didn't come early. I got here as everybody was leaving, just to ask, do you know the truth? And
none of them would talk to you.
You know, like I said, as soon as Tate Reeves saw me, he knew who I was. He shook my hand. He said, "Hey, Billy Jack, how are you?" And I said, "Man, I'm doing pretty good. I'm just here to try to put a period on this $25 million label." And he said, "Good luck with that." And, you know, that was kind of the end. And he said he didn't really know what I was talking about. But he does, because, you know, I prayed before the Senate the last day that Governor Bryant was president of the Senate and Tate Reeves took over the Senate. I led the Senate in prayer. So they know me. They know who I am. And they know what Chris done for me. Without a shadow of a doubt.
They know the truth, and they're not doing anything about it.
Well, you know, I don't know what they're doing. But at least tell me what they're going to do to put the blanket of safety back on my family. That's all I want. I'm not asking you for anything else except to help me pull the blanket of safety back over my family. That's all.
Okay. Anything else you want to add, or anything we're missing, or?
You know, I just would invite the other news organizations in the state of Mississippi to seek the truth. Don't spin it. Seek the truth. You want to know what Chris McDaniel did for me? Seek the truth. It's available. I've been here for almost 30 days, and you are the first one that's asked me for the truth. So I thank you, because that is your job.
Right.
Your job is to seek the truth. It's not to spin it.
Yep.
Thank you.
All right. Well.